taking on Trujillo, who is coming off a 13-month layoff, as you see that Jalilov is a southpaw.
And Jalilov, we've seen a lot of good young fighters on Broadway Boxing over the years. Jalilov, about a little less than a year ago, was rated the #1 amateur super heavyweight in the world.
And a big straight left hand for Jalilov to start. Well, he looks the part, and training with Pedro Diaz, that says a lot, as Pedro Diaz has done a lot for many fighters. Miguel Cotto, Ivan Baranchyk. I mean, Baranchyk has looked sensational being under the guidance of Pedro Diaz, so looking to see this partnership between Diaz and Jalilov. And a big height disparity, Brian.
Yeah, and I'll be looking for Jalilov to stay on the outside and to work that right hook. I think the right hook is going to be the key for him in this fight. Hugo Trujillo just needs to get close, keep your defense tight, get close, and just try to work, set a fast pace.
Trujillo throwing punches from way outside.
From Mexico City.
Yeah, pretty much.
You look at his record, he's undefeated. Obviously, physically, he doesn't look very intimidating. But he has a win over a fighter who was 11-0 now. I don't know who those 11 victims were, but nonetheless, that's something.
Well, guys, I think it's fair to say that he probably will not be testing positive for what Canelo tested positive for, that being Hugo Trujillo. So I think it's just fair to go out on a limb.
And me and Steve both spoke with him and his team yesterday about, realistically getting quality sparring. And they said, no, being honest, there's no quality sparring. He has sparred 80 somewhat rounds, is what he said, right, Steve?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, we were thinking 20, 25.
Yeah.
He said 80, but he said, but not quality rounds.
Big straight left hand. A sweeping left hook there by Jalilov.
Well, what you look for in a fight like this, especially early, does Trujillo still think at this point that he has a chance to win? Now, he's sort of trying to come forward a little bit. He was on the ropes a little bit a couple of seconds ago. That's not a good thing, obviously. But Brian pointed it out. If he has any chance of winning, he has to take away some of that reach advantage of the big.
Yeah, just get close and
Yeah,
work.
yeah, exactly.
And Trujillo was kind of trying to somewhat do that. Mike Tyson sort of bend at the knees, go left and right, and then come upstairs. And a big straight left hand backing up Trujillo is Jalilov.
He actually took that punch very well. That left landed solid. He took it well.
Well, no matter if you beat whoever it is that's placed in front of you, it reminds me of one of your buddies, Brian Adams, when it comes to height and physical
Vlad?
stature. Exactly.
Who I just saw 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
I was over in Berlin.
Is he enjoying retirement?
He's loving it.
There you go.
He's loving it.
With the performances he put on, and most notably that epic matchup against Anthony Joshua. But right now, Jalilov is trying to one day carve out a championship lineage in his own right, like Vladimir Klitschko did. As Trujillo says, he was holding behind the head. But Jalilov is looking to size up Trujillo and connect with that straight left hand.
Well, the problem is, at 6'7", and Trujillo, he told us he was 6'3", 6'2". And he's looking me dead in the eyes talking about he's 6'2". So I say, you're not no 6'2".
No.
but the problem is, I don't know if he's not capable of it. He's just not doing it yet. But you got to get close. You have to take the height away. I understand there's a danger zone while you do that. But if that's your only chance of winning, you have to attempt it.
Sharp, straight left hand that connected for Jalilov, and now Trujillo's hurt. Trujillo goes down to the canvas for the first time in the fight.
And got up too soon, I think.
Sometimes the machismo can be to his detriment.
Well, Steve will tell you, I've said it several times, at a point it's not tough, it's stupid.
And now Jalilov teeing off on Trujillo, straight lefts and hooks.
He's doing a good job trying to bob and weave and get away from those shots.
Another sledgehammer straight left hand that connected for Jalilov.
What you see from Jalilov is not unusual for a southpaw. The power is in the left hand. I don't see a lot of power in the right hook. He's not as effective with that punch.
And as I said in the
Oh.
first round, see, he's more positioned to throw the right hooks more fluently.
Well, based on his stance, a straight left that backed up Trujillo, but Trujillo still trying to remain upright as we're nearing the final 30-plus seconds of the second.
And what you're seeing now is that Jalilov is smothering his own power when he steps in with that left hand. He gets too close.
But this, although you might say this is bad for Trujillo, which it appears it is, but if he can make it through this round, and perhaps Jalava try to have a busy third round, he might tie himself out. He's fighting 6 rounds.
He's never been, I mean, this is pro debut fighting
Right.
6-rounders, so that is conceivable. It looks like Trujillo is going to survive and head towards the third. Round number 3. There's a lot of anticipation behind this professional debut of Jalilov. As the heavyweight division, we're seeing new faces within the heavyweight ranks with the Klitschko's retiring, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, the likes of Jarrell Big Baby Miller that have emerged as well. It is a new era
Dillian Whyte.
for Dillian White as well, Joseph Parker. So it's a new era for heavyweight boxing here in 2018.
Yeah, and Jalilov's timing is perfect because by the time he's ready, if he continues to progress,
They're out the door.
They're either out the door or ready to be
Ready,
taken.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's perfect.
Right, he got a solid 3 years to learn. And by that time, you're right, they'll be ready for the taking or ready to exit.
And Trujillo just got popped with the big straight left that buckled his knees.
Yeah, he took 2 full steps back there.
And with his back on the ropes, this is a bad spot for him.
Yeah, he should crouch, go in a little lower. That left hand hurt him.
Well,
Go in a
he-
little lower and just let your hands go.
This could be a case, guys, where Trujillo is too tough for his own good. As Michael Ortega watching Trujillo intently. Another big straight left, and down goes Ortega as he looks up at the lights.
He's going to get up. He's going to stumble up, but he's going to
And
get up.
this one's over. That was a very good stoppage by Michael Ortega.
And as you heard Miller